Good morning, guys. I have woken up. Um, I've woken up feeling incredibly empowered, but also, um, I'm getting a reality check in my brain. um, I know that I have had the same dreams in my heart since I was like 4. Okay. They've never, ever changed. Ever. I've been telling my family what my dreams are, what my preferences are, what my ideal is since I was a child. And that's of course being a creative, being a musician, being a creative, an artist of this, I want to put ideas. I want to share my ideas. Um I've had a couple friends recently, and their biggest advice to me um is to let my actions speak rather than using so many words. But the thing is, words carry power. Words have creative power. And when you're a child, I think when you're really young, you know that. There's something about just the innocent nature, that words carry weight. And then somewhere along the line, you start behaving and being quiet. And every time that I would mention the dreams of my heart, and that's just putting it one way, all I'm saying is this is something that I've always wanted. So I think of it, the dreams of my heart, the my heart's desires, my truest desires, my true nature. And my family says now, well, you've been at this music thing for 20 years or whatever, and it's not going anywhere. But the thing is, they said the same, Tish, when I was um really young. Really, I was 12. I played a piano recital and I choked. Absolutely choked. My father starts laughing and goes, "Keep your day job at the recital." And I was like, "Oh." I, and the thing is, this is my dad. My dad is a musician. He's a creative. He writes poetry. He draws. And I've shared this a couple times. My father is a creative. But because he thought that what he needed to do was work really hard and just provide for his family at his own expense, um, his brother passed from AIDS when I was 8. And looking back, I can see, like, that's when, about the time that my, like, depression started, that I started, and it's not depression. Don't put that label on yourself. Don't carry that weight. If you are sad, there's probably a good reason for it. Call me, text me, message me. Let's talk about it, talk it out. We're going to find you your own internal source of wisdom, because you have an internal source of wisdom. If you are able to hear this video, hear this content, and it makes sense to your mind, you have the faculty to take a look at your life and go, what's not working? And sometimes when you find out what's not working, you're going to have to stop listening to some of the in your brain who don't have a clue really what you're doing, or like my father, who do know what you're doing and self-sacrificed, so that when he's looking at me, he's projecting onto me his own frustrations that he gave up on his creative outlet. Of course, I didn't have all of that insight when I was 12. So if you're put in this position as a young person where you feel like you have to choose between your relationships with your family and your relationship with yourself, when you're young, you are always going to choose the relationship with your family, because, as my father would say when I was about 13 or 14 and started giving him real fits, of course, the fact that he reacted like he did, that's on him. My reactions are on me. This is responsibility, the ability to respond appropriately. So yes, Suffice it to say, I'm using a lot of words right now to build a mental scaffolding that supports the dreams of my heart. Even just last week, I ate dinner with one of my cousins, and I have the wherewithal to know that what he said now, garbage stuff. But that's the reason I keep talking, because it needs a response. I'm not even going to mention what he said because it's irrelevant. No, I am going to go ahead and say it. He said, "What if God doesn't want you to do music?" Because I've been experiencing God through my relationship with music. And he said, "What if God doesn't want you to do music?" And I thought, what if God doesn't want me to be happy? Like, that doesn't even make sense. I play music as my prayer. I connect with my higher self when I play. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep using some words until we get this ship turned around. But my words are my steering wheel right now, getting me pointed in the right direction.